Thank you, Jesse, once again for stealing money from Jeff Bezos. I appreciate it. All right. Before we get too far into the fun today, I haven't been keeping up with my Iron Man chores, and so I am a little down bad on a couple of things before I do a Zora trip. And I would really like some tickets. So, but hi Mike, hi Sunny, hi Jesse. Jesse's probably already gone. He usually comes in, says hi, claims his sub to steal money from Jeff Bezos, and leaves. But that's what we love him about. That's what we love about him. We're gonna make a couple of Karambwans real quick. And then the only other thing I need, I did an herb run. I have some Ranars planted in the protected patches, but I have enough prayer pots to last me for the day. Only thing that I'm like, only thing that I'm like really down bad for right now is blood runes. So I'm gonna have to go buy like 1,000 blood runes or so, just to make sure I'm comfy for the stream, because I am like down to 800, which is not enough. Am I lagging? What's happening? Here we go. I don't know how many Karambwans I'm going to use today, but I've got a lot to cook. I'm just going to cook like 200, I think. Pretty close. It is better to cook Karambwans in the Hesidious kitchen for me. Like, my burn chance is much better. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. I don't care. I'd rather just sit in one tile and burn a couple Karambwans here and there. Or chillin'. I can't think of any big things that have happened on the account recently. Oops, those are already cooked. I've just been really dry as Zora. Ever since the last stream, I've killed like another 400 Zora with nothing, so it is what it is. I've been training some prayer on this account, and while I've been doing it, I've been anti-PKing on the main, and I PK'd a DFS today, which is kind of cool. But yo, Ecozide, good morning. We're just doing some basic Iron Man chores before I send Zora all day. It may be TOA if I get burnt. So it's this, and then I need blood runes, so I'm gonna go to Prif, hop around, get some blood runes. Maybe like 1,000, 2,000. But yeah, I did train prayer. I got 3 prayer levels today. So I am 84 prayer now, which moves me up 1 prayer regen bracket, which is going to be really helpful for the Inferno, which I will do eventually. I'll do once I have a bloat pipe. Because I really don't want to send... Here's the thing, right? In terms of progression, I have 2 routes. I can do Slayer and not care about the fact that I don't have an Infernal Cape yet. Or I can send Zora. Because Zora will help with TOA. It will help with, it will honestly help with Slayer, if I'm doing any melee Slayer. Help with Theater of Blood, it'll help with Chambers. But right now, my best, like, grind, quote-unquote, or most efficient grind would be getting a blowpipe. So it's like the Infernal Cape won't help with the blowpipe grind at all, because I'm not going to be training melee. So I'm just going to do a little, or it's not going to be any melee stats used, so I'm just going to sit here and bang this out. I'll get it eventually. Alright, that's enough for now. Next is getting some stuff, some blood runes. We are... Did I see a crystal impling? Or am I seeing things? I'm seeing things. We are 37k away from 94 magic, which is also another requirement for Inferno. And then after that, it's getting a rune pouch from TOA. Because the thread from TOA will make it so I save one entire inventory spot at the Inferno. So that'll help a lot. One inventory spot can make a difference. It won't for me probably, but it can. Ow. Dude. Iron Men need their own instanced shops. So that I don't have to hop worlds to find a single world that has more than 50 blood runes on it. This'll work. We're jamming. Another thing that I've been thinking about is leagues and how I want to approach leagues. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play leagues on my main account, Churchy Boy. I don't care about the cosmetics too much on the iron. And if I do care, like, I can just play a little bit on the iron. It shouldn't be too bad. But I'm gonna do probably rune crafting. If I don't have 77, I'm gonna be doing Zaya rune crafting because it's really AFK. Or really low effort. And then otherwise, I'll probably just be I don't know. Let's do one more. Otherwise, I'll probably just be mining. But that means I have to do rune crafting, which sucks, because I was going to wait for the Guardians of the Rift changes to come out, but they just haven't been coming out. So I'm doing Guardians of the Rift not very effectively, but I'm doing it, right? I'm very close to having the second piece of the outfit. I need 3 pieces minimum, and then 4 pieces would be really nice. For blood runes when I get there. Alright. Let's gear for Jolra. But how's everybody's day? What's your current grind? How are we doing? Yeah, see, we only have 2,500 blood runes. We have, like, a ridiculous amount of everything else. I guess soul runes I'm a little low on, but blood runes, I don't get any from Zulrah, so it is what it is. We will be doing a little bit of prayer flicking, because I can't really afford to camp prayer. Here's a quick little log check here for everyone that's curious. Our Zulrah log is horrendous. It is very bad. This is awful. I don't like using this plugin very often. But if you're curious, this is what it's looking like for the collection log look. We are a little bit, like, lucky on the magic fangs. Same with the onyxes. But I'm like lucky as in I'm on rate for both. So I'm below rate for the SERP. I'm 2 below rate for tans. But it is what it is. Yo, muted. I also hope I get a unique today. Cool. We are... I did lie in the stream title. I'm not exactly 600 KC dry, but I'm very close. I'm very close to 600 KC dry. Very, very close. My last unique was at... Jesus. My last unique was at 494 KC. And we are at... I clicked the wrong one. Over 1,000, so it's been a while. So I'm just hoping to see any sort of loot beam on the ground today. Preferably the silly blowpipe. But otherwise, I'll just take scales, or I'll take like a regen bracelet. Because I don't have one yet. And I don't want to go buy one, because I don't have to if I go dry here. So, this is what it is. 3 fangs, 3 onyx, and no helm. So it sounds like you have everything but the helm, right? Like, realistically, the helmet can be skipped. It's not super impactful outside of Zulrah, in my opinion. There's a lot of other things you can use it with, but... teach their own, too. Some people will, like, it'll be their best melee helmet for a long time. Going for mutagen? Ah, yeah. Well... that changes things a little bit. Yeah, you do need the helmet with the mutagen. I don't care too much about the mutagens. I don't really want to get one on this account, because, like, I would rather just see the blowpipe and then leave, and if I get it passively coming in later, then great. But, first kill of the stream, and we are never lucky. Literally never. If you get the pet, you can just recolor it freely. There's no, like, mutagen that you need or anything, or, like, any sort of transmog. You can just right-click metamorphosize. So, yeah, unlike a lot of the other, like, modern bosses nowadays, you can just transmog it to whatever you want. So, there's a few bosses that have transmogs just when you do it. Chompy, or not Chompy, Chinchampa has like a right-click transmog, and it's a 1 in 10,000 to get the gold one. What else? Zulrah. Believe it or not, the Smoke Devil pet has one, which is really weird. But you can transmog between like a normal like thermonuclear Smoke Devil and like a regular Smoke Devil, which is really weird. Don't need anything to transmog. I think the Muspa pet, you don't need the charged ice to transmog it to one of the things, but you need it for the other one, like the shield mode or whatever. Ouch. What else? All the wilderness pets now, I believe, have just free transmogs. Except for, like, obviously Chaos Elemental, because it doesn't have one. Scorpia, because it doesn't have one. But, the 3 ones that got changed have them now. I'm trying to think of what other ones. There's a lot of them. Jad, unfortunately, requires a completion of 6 Jads to transmog it. Inferno is a free transmog. On the bright side, you know, I may not be getting the blowpipe that I need, but I've gotten legit, like, how many magic seeds have I gotten? I have gotten 28 magic seeds, and I've gotten 59 palm tree seeds, so I'm getting an insane amount of banked herb or banked farming XP, which is really nice. It's been stacking up. But we are gonna get something today, hopefully, and if I don't, I might just go to TOA, I'm gonna be honest. Try to get the thread. I'll just bring a stack of chins or something instead of a blowpipe for the monkey room. It'll be fine. But like obviously I'd really prefer to have blowpipe instead. Yeah, we're chilling. It's Saturday night. We're getting lit. I'm drinking an energy drink at 7 p.m. You know, making definitely not healthy decisions, but here we are. Ouch. Ow. I am halfway to the rate of what my main has in KC here, which is kind of crazy, because I feel like I spent a long time here on the main. Which is kind of silly, because I probably haven't. I probably spent around the same amount of time, because most of my Zulrah KC is with Max, so... Making a brine and smoking a turkey tomorrow, ooh. Ooh. Those are always yummy. Those are always yummy. I am not very good at most cooking, with the exception of I got a sous vide machine for Christmas like 4 years ago, and I've used it a lot. I love using sous vide machines and cooking meat in that, so made a lot of steaks. Lots of steaks. It's a good time. So today, I was training prayer, right? I was just taking my dragon bones, because I've gotten like 6,000 dragon bones or something ridiculous from Zulrah. I was just taking them to the wilderness altar. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, it's a Saturday. There's gonna be so many PKers out on like midday Saturday. And there was. I got killed for a total of 0 bones. 0 bones. And I sat at the altar on my main with black d'hide, a glory, like climbing boots, and nothing else, like an arty cloak. And I just sat there, like pretending like I was AFK or using bones on the altar. And in the process of just sitting there and pretending like that, I anti-PK'd about 7 people. And one of them, I got a DFS from, which is kind of cool. So I made like 900k, or not 900k, like 900k plus the 4 mil that the DFS was. So like 5 mil just from sitting there doing nothing. And I was, since I wasn't scolding because I was, using the, what's it called? Where I was like anti-PKing people, I was bringing a RCB with the Dragonfire bolts for ranged. I was bringing the Voidwaker, but the really big thing that I was bringing that I got a lot of value from was the Noxious Halberd. The Noxious Halberd was just straight up smacking people. Like, I'm in black d'hide and I'm maxing like 52 with it, and it can venom. Like, yeah, I log into the main to just do whatever I want on the main. Yes, like yesterday, I got bored and I'm like, I don't know what to do on the main, but like I want to do something. So I just played on the main, or I played on the iron, and I just chopped redwoods, which if you don't know, I already have the beaver. and I'm 64 million woodcutting experience. It's just a chunk towards working towards that 200 mil goal. I'm not on it right now. I'm not logged in, but yeah, it's a good time. I know, I was having a blast. And it's also really good for clues, which I still do all my masters on my main, because I really want the Bloodhound. And I'm at like 680 masters done, or something like that. So, trees give a decent amount of clue nests. So, it just helps me save a little bit of money instead of just spam opening implings. I think the only thing I'm missing right now is a hard clue and a... I think that's it. I think I'm just missing a hard clue to turn it in for a master. It's a good time, though. I'm almost at the stage on this account where I'm just gonna have to be doing a lot of clues. I really need God War's protection. And I really, really would like the medium clue boots, like the Ranger boots and Holy Sandals in particular. Both would be great to have. Both would be great to have. But you know what would be even greater to have? What would be the dream? So if I killed this Zora right here and it dropped me a blowpipe and I left. And didn't even do send a back-to-back, because there's no point. I'm not going to get anything anyways. But it's not going to happen, so... see. It ain't happening, bruv. It ain't happening. On the bright side, I don't know, I might do a lot of, adamant smithing on this account, too. Just make a bunch of, like, I don't know, adamant darts are, like, kind of troll to use. They're not very good, and rune darts are just so good, but I don't have the smithing level for them. I'm really low smithing. Smithing is probably the stat that's, like, in terms of account progression, is my lowest by far. And, like, what I would need to PvM effectively. Like, my smithings are really bad to maintain bolts and darts. But it's okay. I just have to go to the blast furnace and just buy, like, 25,000 gold ore, which will take, like, 2 hours of just buying ore. But if I buy all that ore, it gets me to, like, 84 smithing or something like that, which is enough to boost for the Lumbridge elites. And then, it's enough to boost for rune darts, too, but I don't want to, like, use a Kovacs grog to boost for rune dart tips, you know? It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I don't know. My smithing's really low. I don't really like Giant's Foundry, which sucks because it's, like, kind of good, right? I did Giant's Foundry for a lot of this account, but Blast Furnace is just... it makes my brain feel a little bit better doing Blast Furnace. Because you can just mentally AFK and just click. I can just watch YouTube or streams. Or I can, like, do something else on the main. I can, like, run agility laps on the main or something. Please don't range me a bunch. It's so blessed. Nice. Cool drop. Should I put that GIF on my my screen, Sunny, and just put it right next to the Flower Cat Jam? I have to download it though. Surely I should, right? Did you know that if you use 20 noted adamantite bars on a crystal helmet, nothing interesting happens? That's what I found out today. There's a clip of skill specs trying to combo eat with a cash with a cash stack, and it's pretty silly. That's how I felt trying to click my crystal helm, and instead I clicked the adamantite bars.